Good morning everyone and welcome back to channel GT Physique. So today we are going to speak nutrition. I am on my way to my first PT session. The time is 6:31. Can you see that? 6:31. We are on our way to our first PT session. So today it is vital, obviously, to make sure I make all of my meals. The key to that is preparation. What we're going to do today, I'm going to take you through a typical day's eating. What I eat, how many macros I eat, what sort of times that I'm eating, and what type of food that I'm eating. I keep it very basic, very simple. But the key for me is to make sure that I make all of my calories at the end of the day. That is what is most important. So stay tuned. We are going to be taking little snippets throughout the day, what I'm eating. May even get a couple of training videos in today. I'm actually training twice. I've got quad session at about 12, and then I'll be back in for cardio and abs about 8. So you'll get to see brief snippets of that. So stay tuned and let's get today started. Welcome back everyone, and that is the first PT session done. The time is 7:23 and we are getting ready to have our shake. Now, I mentioned preparation, prep being the key. Before I left this morning, I made myself a smoothie. Now, the reason why I have a smoothie is because eating porridge in the morning, for me, it just doesn't work. I thought my body was set up to eat food in the morning, but over the years, I've learned that for me, it's just not right. So in this prep, obviously, I'm getting ready for my next competition. I have blended everything up. Now, a lot of people will say you need to eat whole food, shakes aren't good. But at the end of the day, if you're getting the calories in, that is all that matters. So in this, today, we have 70 grams of ready break, fine oats, 1 serving of Amazing Greens cocoa powder, and 1 scoop of Banoffee Way Better from Biosynergy. Also, I have 300 mils of Alpro coconut milk. Blend that all together, takes about 2 minutes, and you've got yourself your breakfast. Now, the macros for this: carbs 54 grams, fats 10 grams, and protein 38 grams. So a great meal to start your day with. The time is 7:25, so around 9:30, 10 o'clock, I'll be having my next meal, which will be my mid-morning snack. And that's that. Like I said, the key to all of this is preparation. If it is there, you will eat it. If it is there, you will drink it. Today I'm on, well, for the rest of my prep, I'll probably be on 3 to 4, maybe creeping up to 5 litres of water a day. So again, just make sure you have it. I'm going to pop to Tesco's on the way home. Pick up myself some 2-litre bottles of water, leave them in the car, and that's pretty much it. Whenever I need one, they're there. So stay tuned. Around 10 o'clock, we'll be getting my next meal in, and we'll see what we've got. So I will see you then. Hi everyone, welcome back. It is 11:15, and I'm just about to tuck into my pre-workout meal rather. Today, because my timings are a little bit different, I'm going to be training a little bit earlier. Just how my day's set up. So I'm going to be training quads about 12:30. So what that has meant is my pre-workout meal is going to be a little bit earlier. So what we've got here, what I would usually be having for lunch, I have got 130 grams of green beans, 125 grams of turkey mince, and 250 grams of some white basmati rice. Carbs on that are 64, proteins 52, and fats you're looking around 4 grams. So a good meal to get in my system before I go and hit legs. Like I said, I usually train about 3 o'clock, but today we're going to be training a little bit earlier. I've got cardio later on about 8 o'clock. Because I have had a busy morning with PT, well, the way my day's been set up has actually worked out fairly well. I haven't missed any meals. So because this afternoon I'm going to be not at home, I'm going to be busy outside. Again, prep is the key. So if we have a look here, I've got my post-workout in the form of some Biosynergy Way Better with 5 grams of micronized creatine. I have an apple and I have some Snacker Jacks for post-workout. After that, a couple of hours after training, I will probably have my mid-morning that I would have had on a usual day, which consists of some Greek yogurt, some cashew nuts, 30 grams, and some more Snacker Jacks. I'm going to probably be getting home about 8:30, 8:45, so I'll have my dinner then. So stay tuned, and we'll see what's what. One more thing before I leave, a lot of people do mention seasonings, etc, etc. It looks pretty bland. What I'll do, and this is an absolute lifesaver, is some sweet chili sauce. So I'm a big fan of sweet chili sauce. So we just cover it on everything and then we're done. Tastes a little bit better, makes it a little bit easier to go down. Water, we're on 4 litres, as you can see, and I haven't drunk any, and it's midday almost, so I need to get cracking with that, otherwise it's going to be a tough ask to fit that in. So with all that said, I'm going to get this down and I will see you for post-workout. And we are back, everyone. I can't explain to you how hard that leg session was. About an hour and a half. Strip sets. If you've seen my video on YouTube, well, you probably haven't because it hasn't gone up yet, but when it does go up, it's strip sets. So 3 sets of 12, and the 12 are broken down into 5 heavy, 4 lighter, and 3 lighter reps. And legs have just absolutely killed me. So post-workout nutrition for me is about getting sugars into the system as quick as we can to replace those glycogen stores, getting a good amount of protein with low-level fat. So what we have 4 Snacker Jacks, 1 apple, and 30 grams of Way Better protein with 5 grams of micronized creatine. The macros in that: carbohydrate 68 grams, fats 4 grams, and protein 30 grams. So a great split for post-workout nutrition. A lot of people, you know, there's a massive debate on the window timings and how long you should do it and how long you should wait and what you should have and what you shouldn't have. At the end of the day, it's whatever works for you. Post-workout shakes, protein shakes, great way. I prefer to get my carbohydrate source from food, but there are several carbohydrate powders out there that you can introduce into your shakes to get your carbohydrates from. Anything from bananas, apples, pineapples. Some people even eat Haribos, believe it or not, when I've run out of carbohydrate powder in the past, or forget to grab a piece of fruit. If there's, you know, a pack of Haribos or some wine gums is a good one to have after because it's quick, sugars into the bloodstream. And that's what post-workout's about, trying to replenish the energy that you've burnt as quick as you can. So for me, I like to have my post-workout shake literally as soon as I finish training. And that is that. So, next meal will be a little snack, some cashews, and a yogurt. So I'll see you then. Okay, and we are back. Yeah, we're back. So we are on meal 1, 2, 3, 4 of the day, and this meal should have been my mid-morning snack. So what I have, 30 grams of cashew nuts. I've got a total 0% yogurt with pomegranate. And I have my trusty Snacker Jacks, which I'll be having 4 of. Now, as you can see, I'm in the car, got a big old steering wheel in the way. The biggest excuse and the most common excuse I have or hear is I don't have enough time to eat. I can't eat every 3 hours. I can't do it. Well, I'm in the car, just waiting in between sessions. My next session's at 5 o'clock. So I've just snuck off quickly just to grab this food. Because if I don't, I'm not going to be able to get anything until 7 o'clock. Now, the key to any muscle gain, fat loss, ain't trying to gain no fat. Fat loss, muscle gain is meal timings. Now, ultimately, all you're trying to do is either be in a calorie surplus if you're gaining weight, which means eating more than you're burning off, or be in a calorie deficit, which means you are burning more calories than you are consuming if you are trying to lose weight. And that is what we're trying to do now. I am 11 weeks out from my next competition, so for me, the key is to try and get rid of much body fat off of my body as possible, whilst maintaining strength and size. So the way to do that is to obviously have your meals set at certain times. Now, if you miss a meal, it's not the be all and end all. You just have to make sure that you get those calories and make those calories up within the day. Obviously today I trained a little bit earlier, trained legs today, which they are still in absolute pieces. It's going to be, the DOMs are setting already. Anyway, I had my pre-workout meal fairly early. I had it about 11:30 this morning. So that meant that my mid-morning snack kind of got, not ignored, but just moved to now. So, you know, time is always going to be a restraint. Everybody has a busy life and there's things going on. But at the end of the day, you have to make your nutrition a priority. If training and, not necessarily competing, but if training and trying to transform your body is what you're trying to do, then you have to take your nutrition very, very seriously. Preparing food, making sure you have the food there, making sure you have the right fluids. As I said before, if it's there, you're going to eat it. The worst thing you can do is not bring it with you. What that will mean is you'll probably try and grab something or try and replace it with something else, which isn't, you know, sometimes it's not always a bad thing, but consistency is the key. If you can build consistent patterns with your nutrition, it will make it 10 times easier. So back to my snacks. The macros for these, carbohydrate 67 grams, fat 17 grams, and protein is 13 grams. Now, today was leg day, so my carbs are fairly high. Fats are pretty low. And that's generally typically how you will work it. On a high carb day, your fats will be fairly low. On a low carb day, your fats will be pretty high. The key is to keep you feeling full. That is why we eat small and often, little and often. Is just to try and keep you full. That's also drinking plenty of fluid. 9 times out of 10, people aren't hungry, they're actually thirsty, dehydrated. So the mix of regular intervals in food meals, regular food timings, and plenty of fluid will keep you full when you are in a calorie deficit. Obviously tonight I've got, after my last PT session, which is at 7 o'clock, I will be back in the gym around 8 for cardio and abs. So I will do that about 8 o'clock, 8:05. I usually have some BCAAs in my cardio workouts to get me through that. And then I'll have my dinner after that. So I'm going to tuck in, and I will see you then. Right, and that is cardio and abs done. The time is 8:51, and we're done. Very long day today. 6 AM, 6:30 start, 8 o'clock finish. All of our meals done. What do we want to see at the end of the day? We want to see an empty prep bag. Empty prep bag means all of the meals have been eaten, which is good. Didn't manage to get any videos of my leg workouts today, or my cardio, or my abs. But if you've subscribed, which I hope you have, if you haven't, subscribe. You will see some of my leg workouts on videos already posted and on future dated videos. Cardio today was 1 minute on at level 16, 1 minute off at level 4 for 18 minutes. And abs was pretty tough today. Abs, I done 5 sets of 20 half sits, 3 sets of 10 ankle touches, 5 sets of 20 leg raises, 3 sets of 10 ab wheel rollouts, 5 sets of 10 hanging knee raises, and then I'd done a 8-minute ab routine at the end, non-stop, 4 exercises, 30 seconds each exercise. So half sits, leg raises, a plank and mountain climbers, all for 30 seconds each for 8 minutes non-stop. I was finished. The good thing about that was I actually done it with a client. My 5:30 wanted to go through the ab routine, so I took the opportunity to get it done then. What does that mean now? It means we go home and we have dinner. So I will see you in the kitchen. Okay, welcome back everybody. The time is 9:30, as you can see. That's better. 9:30. Just got back from doing some shopping for tomorrow, for tomorrow's breakfast and tomorrow's prep. 9:30, and what we have for dinner tonight is we have exactly the same as we had for lunch or pre-workout, except for I have switched out the Basmati rice for 300 grams of white potatoes. So that will be dinner, 9:30, so we'll get that down. And then about 11, I'll be having my pre-bedtime snack. But more importantly, what I want to stress more than anything is preparation. If you're staying consistent, you'll know, because you'll be doing the same things over and over again. So, if we have a look here, I've got my breakfast ready for tomorrow. Some eggs and some smoked salmon. And more importantly is tomorrow's meals. All prepped and ready to go. So I've got 2 meals. I'll have my pre-workout meal. Well, actually, no, I won't have a pre-workout meal. Tomorrow's actually a rest day. So tomorrow my meals will be divided up between the day, 2 to 3 hours between. First meal, I've got some basmati rice, veg and turkey mince. Second meal, dinner will be some tilda basmati rice with turkey mince again. Keep it pretty much the same, nice and simple. I've got my cashew nuts and some yogurt, more Snacker Jacks of course, and some Way Better Biosynergy Banoffee protein. The key to all of this, staying consistent, is preparation. Making sure you're prepared, making sure your meals are there. We did manage to get through the 4 litres of water through cardio, which was good, because now we don't have to worry. Now we don't have to worry about drinking 4 litres of water. It's 9:30. I try to get my water down before 8. That way I'm not waking up halfway through the middle of the night even to go to the toilet. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to eat this. Macros for this meal are going to be carbs around 65 grams, protein around 45 grams, and fats around 5 to 6 grams. So another good meal. I would prefer to have had this a little bit earlier on, but how today has panned out means I'm having it a little bit later, which isn't a problem for me because I just finished cardio about an hour ago. So let's get this done, let's get this finished and eaten, and then I will see you for my last meal of the day. Okay everyone, last meal of the day. Finally, it's here. Time is 11 o'clock, bang on, an hour and a half after dinner. And what we have to end the day is 100 grams of Quaker oats, 1 scoop of casein protein, and 350 mils of Alpro coconut milk. A great meal to end a very, very busy day. The key to this is keeping your body full whilst you're sleeping, because don't forget, whilst you're sleeping, you're not eating. And what we're trying to do here is stop your body from breaking down the muscle whilst you sleep, giving it something to feed on. Macros for this: carbs 75, proteins 30 grams, and fats 12 grams. So it's a good meal to keep you tied over. I am absolutely shattered. It's been a very long day. But this is it, a typical day's eating. Now, usually in this last meal, I would add, on a low carb day, obviously when my fats are higher, I would add a scoop of peanut butter. And, you know, just to bump it up a little bit, increase those fats at the end of the night. But this is a typical day of eating. So we've been for a whole day, from breakfast at 6:30 AM all the way through to 11 PM. Getting those meals in, making sure we don't miss any meals. Now the total calories for today, 2,985 calories, which for me is great to be cutting on, because the calories are still quite high. And that's the key, is trying to drop as much body fat as you can on as many calories as possible. My very first cut that I went on, my first competition, Miami Pro, I just cut my calories too drastic. Didn't introduce that much cardio, and lost a lot of size on the way down. So this time around, calories are fairly high. Cardio has been introduced to obviously offset and create that calorie deficit, and that is pretty much it. I want to give a quick shout out to my sponsors, Biosynergy. My Expel H2Os came in today. So anybody looking for some good quality supplements, make sure you check the description on this video. Get yourselves over to biosynergy.com. Obviously my discount code is GT10. So make sure if you find anything, you use that and get yourself some discount. I'm just looking at the ceiling. It appears to be a grasshopper on the ceiling. I'm not sure how that's got there. But yeah, head over to the website, get yourself some great quality supplements from a great company. My prep this time round has been a lot easier, having them behind me, providing me with the supplement. So things are going well. So thank you for tuning in today. It's been a long day, very busy day, but this will give you some insight into what my nutrition is about over the next 10, 11 weeks of competition prep. Obviously my diet will change as and when and as closer I get to competition, obviously nutrition will change. But for this, you know, beginning stages of competition prep, this is what I'm currently eating. So again, thank you for staying tuned. Make sure along the bottom you subscribe to all of my social medias. Stay tuned. If you don't have me on Snapchat, it's GT Physique. I update a lot of my stuff, a lot of what I'm eating on Snapchat. So that's another one for you to add, along with Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Thank you for tuning in and stay tuned. Take care.